What up, Depth Chart? It's your boy, young broadcaster Jared Young, here on the set of the 2 Point Perspective with my co-host Miles on the mic, Miles Sweeney, for a very special episode. It's episode 40. 40 episodes,
Big
Miles.
40.
Wow. I am so proud to have been on this journey with you, and yeah, I couldn't ask for more. So
It's been a beautiful process.
hell yeah, man. Hell
So,
yeah.
Episode 40. This would be like, in terms of pregnancy, like we'd be ready to give birth.
You know what? The 2 Point Perspective baby is on its way, actually. It is right around the corner. Cool. Well, let's jump right in. So, Dual Threat Bet is getting ready to come to an end. Miles has a very small window now where he can actually win.
Yeah.
And you kind of need all of the stars to align. And actually, at this point, you can't win, but you could tie. And so we've kind of got 4 potential weeks left of you maybe getting a dub. And yeah, so I actually won last week's bet. We were not expecting that.
No, neither was Brunson, to be honest, but he didn't need to score 25 and a half.
Yeah, you pulled
game, so
Jalen Brunson plus 25 and a half.
Yeah.
And he got 19. So I was happy about that. I'm now 9-5, and Miles, you are 5-9.
I'm just like so unlucky because I think you've pulled the bet like 80% of the time.
Oh, I think so too.
And
then every time that you pull it, you still don't win.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, I thought for sure, like, oh, I got that on lock. I finally
Dude,
get
I
to
thought
pull.
so too. I was like, there's no way.
Well, there was a way. When there's a will, there's a way. But yeah, we're doing Thunder at Spurs for Game 6, which is happening tonight.
Yes, we're doing Game 6 tonight because we don't know if there's going to be a Game 7 on Saturday, so we have to go with the for sure thing. And so, where's the coin? Let's see. The coin is here. Miles?
I'm ready. Yeah.
As per the usual, call it in the air.
Tails.
It is tails. It is tails.
I've had good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
If you get close, we're going to have to discuss what happens if we tie.
John has to do the punishment. And he has to eat the onion while he does it.
Ooh, I like that. John, how do you feel about that?
Gave a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
He's going to happen.
All right.
All right, Miles. What'd you get?
What do we got? I got Chet plus 8.5 rebounds.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be a good little spark to my comeback. If I lose, I'm screwed.
Yeah,
I need to win this.
You're done if you don't win this.
You'll
one.
be ahead
So
by 5.
You have to win.
Yeah,
you have to win. Okay, well, moving on from the dual threat bet, we're gonna get into the NBA playoffs. As always, I'm gonna take the East. Miles is gonna take the West, and the Knicks sweep the Cavs 4-0.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson's 25.5 points per game average in this series was not enough to get Miles to a dual threat bet win. But it was enough to carry the Knicks through the Eastern Conference Finals. Brunson was named Eastern Conference MVP. He shot 48.7 from the field, which is, I mean, geez, is that good, right?
Yeah.
The Knicks won Game 4, 130-93 to cap off a dominant Eastern Conference Finals. And New York actually won 3 out of 4 of those games by double digits.
It was not competitive at all.
No, it wasn't.
Not
and we knew it wasn't going to be, right?
Yeah.
We kind of said that going in. And it was interesting because in Game 1, the Cavs actually
blew that lead.
Right? Yeah. And they blew like a 20-point lead to lose that. And, you know, we talked about the rest versus rust discussion, and we saw the rust on the Cavs in that first game, on the Knicks in that first game, but the Cavs just couldn't finish. You know, they could not finish. The Knicks shook off that rust in the second half and came out
they did not look back.
Yeah, came out
They
ready
did
to
not look
play.
back.
The Cavs were riddled with turnovers throughout the entire series. We saw that a lot. That was one of the things that we discussed last week as well. The Knicks converted 42% of their open looks from 3, while the Cavs went completely cold, just hitting 29%. They actually only hit 27% in that Game 4, which is, you know, that's pretty embarrassing. And then the Knicks one of the things that was very advantageous for the Knicks as well was their depth from their bench. that played a big role in this victory with Landry Shamet going 11 for 12 from deep and hitting 4 in a row in that game 4.
Yeah, that's a former Suns guy. He couldn't hit beyond the arc to save his life, but now, New York brings out the best in you, I guess.
Well, and as we know, Arizona brings out the worst.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that.
Kyler Murray's about to be an MVP this season.
I know. Dude, honestly, put the house on that. But yeah, that was a quick and simple series.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden, and the fact that they're looking to extend him too, it's like, I mean, I know that like he's still serviceable, and they played really well when he got there.
I was gonna say, look at how far they came when he showed up in Cleveland. So I think that's a good move for them.
Yeah. So we'll see like how they're gonna look next year, but yeah, the Knicks
maybe it could be their year. Maybe it could be their year next year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But this is the Knicks year. Well, to make it to the finals.
Yeah.
They won't win the
expectations
finals
here.
Yeah. Because whoever's coming out of this series in the West, I don't think they'll mop the floor with the Knicks, but I think they'll handle it pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too.
I just think the matchup isn't favorable no matter who they're going to play.
Right.
But as of right now, the Thunder are up 3-2 on the Spurs. They had a good showing in Game 5 to take that 1-game lead. It's been like they've been exchanging blows this series. I mean, obviously San Antonio goes in, takes Game 1 in that thriller of a game. They drop Game 2 and Game 3, come back, win Game 4 to tie it up, and then go back to OKC, and they had to get their bearings. They have to get their bearings back tonight.
Well, and the one advantage that they have is that tonight's game is in San Antonio.
Exactly.
So that's a big win for them, and they're hoping to take that to a Game 7.
Yeah. But OKC, I mean, Caruso's been playing really well, shooting beyond the arc. I think he set like his own personal series record for threes in a series. I believe it's 18 right now. Jared McCain debuted his first start in the playoffs. He scored 20 in Game 6. That's been great. I mean, because they've been having to deal with like the Williams injury, and like they're not fully loaded like they were before.
And nobody flops like SGA.
Nobody, man.
Nobody.
And I honestly didn't even want to talk about that this episode because it's everywhere, and before we started recording, we're looking at like the new anti-tanking rules they're making, and it's like, okay, like, yes, do that, but there's a bigger issue going on right now with like the integrity of the game and how it's being played. So that's what makes me very certain though that San Antonio is going to win tonight, because the NBA wants this to go to 7 games for sure for revenue. So maybe they're going to be on the side of the Spurs with the officiating, or maybe they're going to be neutral and OKC won't get away with anything. But that's happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be tuned into that. It's going to be fun. So.
Yes, sir. So, Miles, I just realized that we have my phone recording the live, and my phone is also connected to our headphones for our next segment, which is the headphone game.
We can pair it to my phone if you want.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So whenever you're ready, I'm gonna start pairing these bad boys.
I'm ready. There's a little jingle outside. Was it I connected to the wrong thing. This is Crusher?
Crusher Wow Wireless.
I connected to something in your living room.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you connected to, but
there's a jingle going on outside. Okay. What kind of music do you want to listen to, Jared?
John
Mayer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
We
got 2 of them for you guys today.
I love the headphone game.
This
is one of my favorite things to do because it's just hilarious. Honestly, to listen to you try to pull it through.
I know. Okay, tell me when it's too loud. That's all the way up. Okay. Okay. All right, you ready? All right. My name is Jared Young. I'm bad at Apex Legends, and you're watching Disney Channel.
My name is Jared
Young.
I'm
bad at Apex Legends. I'm bad
I'm bad
at
at
Apex
gaming,
Apex
Apex
Legends,
Legends,
and you're watching Disney Channel. And you're watching Disney Channel.
and you're watching
Disney Channel.
the 2-point perspective.
Disney Channel. Disney Channel.
The beat just dropped on this.
Yeah.
And it just like poof.
It's a good song too. I can hear it from here.
Okay, all right. So my name is Jared Young, and I'm bad at Apex Legends.
And you're watching Disney
And you're
Channel.
watching this on Disney Channel?
And you're watching Disney Channel, yeah. Close enough.
Nice.
Remember when they would do those intros
Oh,
with
yeah.
like, oh, I'm Bella Thorne and like all those?
Okay.
Weirdly enough, today that's the second time I've heard you're watching the Disney Channel like referenced. I have an artist doing some art for me right now, and they drew like a banner for me with like my YouTube channel name on it, and it was like in neon lights, and I was like, it looks great, man, but it does look like I'm about to let people know they're watching the Disney Channel.
I should have opened up the show that way today.
I know, honestly. Or John, you
And
can
you're
just,
watching Disney
you
Channel.
can just say you still watch Disney Channel, John.
Yeah,
and you heard it on
It's
TV.
fine.
I never watched the Disney Channel growing up. That
Really?
wasn't, yeah, that wasn't a me thing. I was a Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon kid. Personally.
Dang.
Oh, that I was all in on
I was gonna say all
that.
three.
Oh, the trifecta.
Yeah, you seem like a real Sweet Life of Zach and Cody kind of guy.
I sure was.
Yeah.
And the Sweet Life on deck too.
You might, can you hear me, Miles?
I'm about.
Can you hear me?
I'm good.
Can you hear me?
No. Are you asking if I can hear you?
I'm feeling suspicious. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Run, Miles, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me in Dual Threat Batman.
I did not get a single word of that. Let's go again.
Run, Miles, run.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Miles, run. Miles.
I have no idea.
Miles.
Packers,
Miles. Ma 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 ma.
ba,
Ma 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 ma.
papa,
Ma
ba,
ma
va,
ma.
ma, m. Okay.
Run, Miles, run.
Run, Miles, run. I know where this is going.
As fast as you can.
As fast as you can.
You can't catch me.
Wait, so as fast as you can. That was right. Run, Miles, run as fast as you can.
You can't catch me.
Go again.
You
You
can't
can't
catch
ant.
catch
You can't
catch
catch me.
in the Dual Threat Bet, man.
In the dual threat bet. Wait, so what was the full? Run, Miles, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me in the dual threat bet.
Man.
What?
Man.
Me?
Is this even worth it, John? Okay. All right. You're good.
Okay.
It's again, it's one of those things where it's like if Miles isn't completing that one purely off the context of like the
Off
first
the Run, Miles, run.
Yeah, like Run
Yeah.
Miles Run, yes, there could be more, but once it's as fast as you can, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man should be like auto-populating in your brain.
Well, is John so like generously said last episode or a couple episodes ago, my deductive reasoning skills are very elite.
They are elite.
I just choose to turn that off during
you
this,
you
this
get
game.
tunnel
because
vision, man. You get like this crazy tunnel vision.
Yeah. I can't.
The last word was man. To make, you know what I mean? Can't catch me.
I'm the dual threat Batman.
In the Dual Threat Bet, man.
Oh, okay.
In the dual threat bet, comma,
Man. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least that didn't take me like 5 minutes.
No, it didn't.
So, like,
It didn't.
I'm
tried to
getting
make
better
it-
at
yeah,
this,
I mean,
guys.
tried to make it easy.
It helps when Jared doesn't throw in like random fucking Aramaic
Yeah.
proverbs.
Listen, dude, I'm sorry, but if you've never heard and Jesus said unto him, I can't do anything.
I
for
was
you.
raised Christian too,
I
and
could do nothing for you. That was not complicated.
That's awesome, man. When did they change your name to Miles?
after we moved to America, it used to be kilometers. All right, you ready? All right, that's gonna be loud. All right, ready? Fred fed Ted bread.
Okay. Start over.
This is so evil. All right.
Is this really the thing that you chose?
Yeah.
I'm only laughing because you're laughing. I have
Oh
no
my
idea what you said.
God, Miles.
This is gonna be so hard. Okay. Fred fed Ted bread, and Ted fed Fred bread. All right. Fred
Fred.
fed
Fred.
yeah. Fed
Fat.
fed
Fat.
fed
Feck.
fed.
Fred.
Fred fed
Flintstone.
fed
Fat.
fed.
Fed.
Yes. Fred fed
Fred fed.
Ted
Ted.
bread,
Bread.
and Ted fed Fred bread.
Fred fed Ted bread.
Yes. And
And
Ted
said
Ted
Ted
fed
fed
Fred bread.
Fred bread.
Yeah, you're good.
Was it just the same thing basically backwards?
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
yeah.
Miles coming in today with the Dr. Seussian look.
I know.
You
I
guys were
tried.
laughing. I thought it was going to be something
Well, he's-
inappropriate.
'cause
I wasn't
he
sure.
just- he starts saying Fred fed Ted bread, and like I can't help but like start cracking up because that's
Yeah.
the most ridiculous thing.
I had to look up like a tongue twister, and yeah, like you have the classic ones, but I was like, no,
you know,
this
Miles,
is
if
gonna
I
be-
tried to throw you a tongue twister, we'd never get out of here.
no, we wouldn't. No, we'd be cooked.
that one only works on you, bud.
All right,
Uh,
starting
ready?
it. God.
I love that you got yourself on that one.
All right.
Okay, you ready? All right. I wish my sports teams could be dynasties like the 49ers and Celtics.
You say 49ers?
I wish
I wish
my sports teams
my sports team
could be dynasties.
are good as
Could be.
would be.
Could. Could be. Could be.
Okay, let's run it. I wish my sports team.
Okay, I'm not even fuck that. I'm not even gonna try to get the S in there.
I wish my sports team
Could be
could be
dynasties. Dynasties.
stacked,
Dynasties.
last.
Dynasties.
I have no idea.
Dynasties. Duh. Duh. Da 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 da. Dynasties.
Does it start with a D?
Dynasties. Die.
Dad?
Dynasties.
I wish my sports team could be.
Dynasties.
What?
Oh my goodness. Dynasties.
Oh wait, hold on.
Dynasties. It's
Oh, dynasties. Okay, a little cheat there. I wish my sports teams could be dynasties,
like
like
the 49ers,
like the 49ers,
and Celtics
like the 49ers
and
and
Celtics.
the Celtics. No, I don't.
You don't.
I love-
You love the poverty.
I'm at this point.
You
of,
love
like.
you love living in sports poverty.
Well, I'm at this point of like
Is it becoming
this
part of your
abusive
personality?
relationship I'm in, where like it feels more comfortable just knowing that they're gonna treat me bad than like having any hope that they'll treat me better. I'll think something's wrong with the universe. I will think like the world
is
is
this a
ending.
cry for help with Casey? Do we need? Is Casey abusing you, Miles?
No, we're fine.
Oh, you saw that, right? Everybody saw that.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble now.
You know, Miles,
I'm really throwing you under the bus.
I kind of get that. I know that this is like a traditional sports podcast, but in esports, there is this team that they famously always qualify for playoffs, but the one game that they need to win to qualify for an international tournament, they always lose. So they have this like narrative of like choking in the playoffs, and it's way worse to be a fan of that team than it is to just be a fan of a team that sucks, because they give you just the maximum amount of hope required to be disappointed.
You know, John, I was gonna start off and shit on that because and say that that's not really relevant because Miles's teams never make the playoffs to begin with. But you really tied it back in there at the end, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's better to know what you have than to like.
Yes, it's much better to not expect anything good and then be pleasantly surprised later,
Right.
than to be hanging on until the very end thinking maybe this is the season. This is the split where we actually fucking do it.
Well,
as a Niner fan though, that is kind of where I'm at.
I was gonna say like that's. But I mean, I would much rather. I'm so sick of losing. Like I'd. It's like the same thing as I'd rather go. I'd rather know that the Cardinals would never win the Super Bowl, but like I'd still be excited if they got there. You know, like even if I knew the outcome, I still want. I'm sick of the losing.
Real quick, did we think of a
a theme for the heads up? No, John, what should be our theme?
Just so I can think about it through our next
famous communist dictators.
Great. I like that.
Love that.
No.
I was gonna say that's really gonna boost the viewers.
Yeah, Miles is just gonna write SpongeBob on a card anyway.
I know. Yeah. Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Read your history books.
No, I have no suggestions.
Hot Skilgrim
on themes.
Okay. Well, let's think of a theme real quick.
Let me. Anybody in the chat? What theme should we do?
Yeah, what theme should we do for our heads up game? By the way, it's for our next segment. Anybody?
We'll let that marinate. See if anybody drops something.
I'm monitoring the chat closely.
But for now, let's just jump into the NFL.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this has been a spicy topic the last week. The New York Giants quarterback Jaxon Dart was catching a lot of heat. Big story because he was at a rally for Donald Trump, and he introduced him. He was up on stage talking. I don't fully know like what it is that he was talking about, but he was introducing the president.
He was just introducing him at the rally. Yeah.
So he was catching a lot of heat. You know, his teammate Abdul Carter got on Twitter and was like, I thought, you know, like this was AI. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
The NFL world is very divided about it. And
the Giants locker room has seemingly become very divided about it as well.
Yeah, and we just saw a report that he addressed the team, and like guys like Kayvon Thibodeau and Jameis Winston were like talking to amongst the team. So reports are it doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue, but we'll have to see about that because we're in a time
I think
where
I think something that you and I are really trying to do is to try to not ruffle feathers here, and I think we both have our own opinions on it. But my opinion here specifically for Jaxon Dart is that I think that was a bad move.
I think it was a bad move.
I think it was a bad move, regardless of whatever side you're on. Speaking purely in business terms, I think that was a bad move for the locker room. I think that you have to understand, again, regardless of whatever your beliefs are, that's a very polarizing figure.
Yeah.
And you're the leader of this team. And
so that now it's by association now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think he's going to garner probably a lot of hate from his own fan base, which is, I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I think that he is probably going to garner a lot of mistrust from his own teammates.
Yeah.
It's going to be curious. I think that there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be headhunted this season. And so in some ways, I feel like he may have also put himself in danger.
Oh, think of all those
on the field,
the defensive linemen and edge rushers who are coming to knock his head off.
I mean, Nick Bosa may never hit him again, but
exactly. Yeah.
John, you got a thought?
I just have a question. Because I think that this is an interesting subject in general. A lot of people, obviously, politics have become really polarizing over the last 10 years or so. And this is a common like narrative thread, I think, of like, keeping politics out of X or Y or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
A lot of times I feel like those narratives are misplaced because people sometimes put them on things like music or comedy, which have always been political in some way or another.
Right.
Sports, however, I think is one of those things that has not always, at least from my perspective, had like a political drive through it. Do you think that this is something? Do you think that like football, basketball, whatever, do you think that that should be a politically free space, or do you think that the time that we're in now, like having those views be public for a person is necessary?
I think that it's really easy to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, it is if they're doing this, but then you're kind of a hypocrite depending on what your belief system is, right? On what's good and what's bad. And,
Yeah.
and so it becomes really, really tough. I have my own thoughts on that. And to be completely honest, I think that there are some times where if you're, I feel like if you're doing good, you're supporting something that is objectively good, then I think it's okay. I think that if you're doing something super polarizing that's going to impact your team in a negative way,
Yeah.
and you're not thinking that thought process through, then I don't think that that's a good thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say what's good and what's bad. I'm not going to put that out there. That's not my place here right now. And I think that that's also a very subjective thing. And there's going to be lots of people out there that are going to look at what Jaxon Dart did and say, well, there's nothing wrong with what he did because there's nothing wrong with Donald Trump or the person that he, or him being there. And then there's going to be a lot of people that are looking at that and have a completely different opinion.
Yeah.
So I think that it's hard without taking a super firm stance on this show to sit here and answer
Basically, your position, or at least your answer to that question, is that
not my position. Let's clarify
what
that.
you're saying more than anything is that if your opinions, your beliefs, or your position on something is considered extremely polarizing, whether or not that be something you as an individual agree with or disagree with, it's probably best to just leave it out of the spotlight.
I don't know if I would say that either, because there have been other polarizing figures that have stood on business in what has for no reason become an extreme stance through the public eye, and I stand by those individuals. So there's not a yes or no to this answer. It's strictly opinion based, and I think it's 100% based on your own morals. So
yeah,
there's just not a yes or no to that question, John.
What I would say is that athletes have a platform, and they should be able to use that platform.
I think they should be able to use it for good.
Yeah, I agree. And we've seen other stuff with the shut up and dribble. Colin Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem. So I think it's just hard because we're at a point now where we're picking and choosing what is and isn't good or like acceptable in terms of sports and politics.
Right.
Because, if you... I see a lot of discourse about like, well, it's just a difference of opinion. Why does everybody care? But then we still see like with the shut up and dribble when it was LeBron involved, and it was like keep politics out of sports. We can't pick and choose.
Right.
That's why I agree with you. There really isn't an answer, because just from like the viewer perspective, it's like politics it is a very heavy topic, and it's like sports help us get away from all that stuff, where we can support a team, watch a game we love, and it's like we don't want that stuff to be mixed. But at the end of the day, there there are issues out there that do need to be discussed. And like if it's an athlete doing it or if it's an athlete aligning himself along with it, they have every right to do that. But yeah, it's
Well,
a very objective, subjective
Here's what I will
standpoint.
Here's what I will say specifically about Jaxon Dart, because again, there's not a yes or no answer without taking a really firm stance here on the show, John. For Jaxon Dart specifically, he is in the city of New York, which has the most diverse fan base in probably the NFL. He's playing a sport that is extremely diverse.
Yeah.
And I think that it's very ignorant, regardless of whatever his beliefs are, to think that that wasn't going to have some kind of an impact. So
Right.
maybe he thought that through. Maybe he didn't.
Mhm.
If he didn't, then I think that says a lot about who he is.
Yeah.
If he did think it through and he's like, this is what I'm going to stand on, whatever his definition of business is there, then that's just who he is. And
You're making your bed
right, exactly,
one way or another.
Right.
So
so that's what I have to say on that.
Because like I think you and I definitely are on the same wavelength of like,
and we
without
have,
getting into it, like
we have a lot of discussions off camera. Yeah. Mhm.
and we're in the same ballpark. We agree on a lot of the stuff. I think John would agree with some of that stuff too, just based on like the stuff we've talked about off camera. But yeah, it is a tough mixture because there's just no winning. You're never gonna win doing it.
And I think as a young guy who's trying to make a name for himself in the league, probably wasn't the best decision for him.
No, it wasn't.
That's something that's pretty avoidable. I think it's not like he's taking a stance against something horrific that's happening in the world right now. He just chose to align himself publicly with a very polarizing figure.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
there's no easy way of going about that.
Yeah,
but it's dramatic for a reason. It's been covered and like there's buzz for a reason.
Oh, absolutely.
Because everyone's on different sides of the fence with that, and then nobody's going to be able to agree, or everybody's going to disagree about it. So,
well, let's move on to another spicy NFL topic.
Yeah.
Man, Brandon Ayuk cannot stay out of the headlines, and I don't know. There's a lot. This is very. I'm going to say allegedly this happened. There's not a ton of proof around it, but there is a rumor swirling that we wanted to just chat about real quick. That Brandon Ayuk, who is married, by the way, allegedly offered $15 million to OnlyFans model Sophie Rain to take her virginity. Miles, what are your thoughts on this?
He doesn't have that contract to be offering up $15 million. I'll tell you that.
I don't know where the $15 million would have come
from. First of all, that's stupid. It's just weird. It's just like, dude, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And I know that like Sophie Rain came out. There was a video of somebody asking her, because I don't know if there were like the rumors were swelling about some athlete offered to pay her to do that with her, and she initially said it was an NBA player. Maybe Brandon Ayuk may have just been another person waiting in line to do that.
Man.
But it's just like, I don't understand it. That's crazy to be offering up that money for that reason. Like,
this is a guy that he's got a wife, he's got a kid.
Yeah.
What are we doing, man? You're not even on a team right now. What are we doing?
Yeah, and all the off the field stuff. He's, getting in traffic stops, like speeding on the highway, all that stuff. Like he just can't get out of his own way.
Then they said he disappeared to like an island for a month. Where even is Brandon Ayuk right now? What is he doing? Is he trying to get signed by an NFL team? Is he giving up on his career? Is he gonna go into the industry. You know what?
Yeah.
What's
he's
the
exploring
move
his
here, man?
options here.
He really seems to be exploring.
Well,
his
we know
options.
where he's not, and he's not with Sophie Rain.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've got my 10-year reunion coming up in a couple weeks. It's gonna be. I would be interesting
Dude.
if he showed up there. I'll keep you all posted if I see him.
I am praying he goes to that. That would be so
I don't
funny.
think he's going to.
I don't think he would, but
I don't
like,
think that's
dude,
gonna
with all the stuff going on, like
that would be
it
crazy
wouldn't-
though.
yeah.
That would be nuts. I
Yeah.
think.
Here's a fun game for you guys. 30 seconds on the clock. Give me as many better uses of $15 million as you can in 30 seconds. Still do 60 seconds. Go.
House, car,
investment.
investment, stocks, crypto,
Mm-hmm.
Disappearing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Going off the grid.
getting married.
Fundraisers, charities.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good. Yeah. Good job, Miles. Travel.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably buy. I'm sure you could buy like a small country.
Yeah.
There's gonna be something
You
out.
could probably buy an island.
Yeah.
Fallout shelter.
Oh, yeah. Island, Fallout shelter.
Yeah.
Honestly, that might be the best investment
Yeah.
out there right now.
Spare toilet paper. You know, and you literally.
Gas.
Yeah. Gas. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Brandon Ayuk just walking out of Costco with $15 million worth of toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's only coming away with 2 gas tanks though.
Yeah. Costco membership.
Yeah, at these prices.
Sam's Club membership. The list is infinite.
Oh man.
It's like he's so thirsty for no reason. It's like, give me a break,
oh,
bro.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
Brandon, if you're listening, show up to the 10-year reunion. We would love to see you.
I really hope he's not watching actually because you love to say he's
Bro, you guys were boys back in high
you
school,
love
man.
to say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's not the case.
What was the extent of that relationship?
I think he had a really good game one time, and I was like, "Yo, dude, nice job, you friggin' balled out." And then I'd say what's up to him in the hallway, and he'd pass me to be like, "What's up?" And then that was
So
it.
he knew your name. Would he be like,
I'm
"Oh,
not
what's
sure
good,
that he
Jared?"
did, but he knew my face
Yeah.
at least for the 4 years that we went to high school.
Dude. Oh,
I mean, he probably knew my name. I didn't get this for nothing. So.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to line up against him on the field, but he wouldn't want to be with you on the mat.
I don't know.
think-
When he was a
think-
senior, he got tall. He got
How
pretty
tall
big.
is he now? 6'2"?
Yeah, I don't know, but he was probably starting to push 6 foot as
Yeah,
a
he's probably
senior.
6 foot 180 something.
Yeah, he's starting to get
Yeah.
pretty big too. So
But technique.
yeah,
Brandon, come to the 10-year reunion. We will bring the mat and the mouth guards and the helmets.
oh
Are
Miles.
we talking
we'll
about
settle this
wrestling
once
or
and for all.
making out?
Both. It could transition, and
This is just Miles's dream. Actually, this is actually.
oh my god,
yeah, he woke.
I
up
would
this morning.
crash that 10-year reunion just to see that. That would be awesome.
I think Miles would just be jealous.
I probably would.
Be
Yeah. And then I would have to go fight him.
All right, what are we talking about next?
Okay.
We got Kyler and
We
Jake.
got so we got Kyler and JJ McCarthy. This is a lot of videos are coming out of just
Mhm.
the drills they're doing, some of the just the pass and catch, nothing too crazy, but
Well, and people are making up rumors that they're fighting.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
field
yeah.
Or something. They had to be separated or something
Mhm.
like that because Kyler made a comment.
yeah, that and you sent me that wasn't real, but it is you can see the tension though. I
Mhm.
watched an interview with both of them, and Kyler was like, "Oh yeah, he's young guy, I'm always here to help him, blah blah blah." And then McCarthy was just like, "Oh yeah, I sit on one side and Kyler sits on the other. It's we're both here to be coached by the staff and blah blah." They were like, "Is it awkward between you two?" And he was like, "Awkward? It's just he's sitting on the other side of the classroom." And so I feel like McCarthy. I don't know if it's specific to Kyler, but he's definitely a little upset
Mhm.
that Kyler's coming in, and he's probably. I would bet money he's going to win that job for sure. There's also other drama too about I don't know the full mechanics of the throwing motion and all that stuff, but McCarthy was getting a lot of heat because in his follow through, his back leg would come up. And so he worked to stop that. It's more planted now. And Kyler's always been that way. He throws his back leg up. That's sure like the baseball roots in there too. So you were seeing the video comparisons, and like people weren't complaining about Kyler doing it, but then when McCarthy would do that, everybody was like up in arms and complaining about his form and his fundamentals and stuff. So
I think people are probably over JJ McCarthy. Though
over 9?
They want something fresh in there.
Over 9? No, oh my, 9 will never not be fresh. That guy is so elite. Yeah, but
too bad he wasn't a Cardinal.
Ugh, God. I mean, there was a time where like before Kyler got cut, people were floating that out there of like a swap. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
No, that'd be horrible. Give me Carson Beck all day, every day. Give me Carson Beck because Jacoby Brissett is strong-arming this organization for more money.
How pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm going to shit on your organization.
No, it's fine.
How pathetic does your organization have to be getting strong-armed by a lifelong backup quarterback who won 1 game last season?
Yeah.
That is
horrible.
Pathetic.
And like, yeah, you look at the stats. He played well. That was a lot of garbage time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of garbage time in there.
Mm-hmm.
He was never going to be the barometer that put you over the top in terms of winning games. You know, yeah, they beat Dallas. Dallas had one of the worst defenses that year.
Selfishly, I hope they give him a huge contract, but
I don't think they will.
Like a basic fan, like NFL fan, that is pathetic.
Well, it's dysfunctional because I can take this all the way back. Free agency starts. They don't sign Malik Willis. They pivot to Jimmy G. Garoppolo's like, I'd rather die than go play for your team. So then they had to panic sign Gardner Minshew, and then they come out and they leak that Jacoby was going to be the starter all along.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacoby didn't know that, so he was like, okay, well, then I want to be paid like one. So now he's holding out, and it's like, I don't blame him. Get your money. Like, if you're going to be the starter, yeah, like I would ask for a raise too, but there's no way, like, and I saw reports they're not close at all in discussions. They're very far apart. And it's just like, if you give him a raise, like if they double his salary to like what, $12 million this year, like that's not a big deal, but he's probably looking to be like $15+ million for a quarterback that you could bench in the first month or two for Carson Beck. So I think it's ridiculous. I think the way that the Cardinals have handled that situation is bad. And if they give him the extension that he wants, you're just kicking the can down the road. You're not going to let Carson Beck develop. You won't know what you have in him. And Jacoby's not your answer. He's never been your answer. So it is embarrassing to be strong-armed by a career backup like that. Mm-hmm. But if it's going to be anyone, it's the Cardinals. That makes sense. So,
well, Miles, let's move on to our next game, and we're going to play Heads Up. And I thought of a theme.
Okay.
So I already made my card, but I'm kind of curious what your theme is now.
So the theme that I thought of is, well, there was 2. One was sports related, and the other was non-sports related.
Give us both.
Yeah, both.
So the sports related one was famous broadcast talent, and then the non-sports related one is characters that are mostly one color.
You know what? Mine still applies. I'm down for that.
For which one? For both?
For the second
one color famous broadcaster.
Yeah. No, one color.
Characters that are mostly one color.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think about this for a second.
Obviously, I assume animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine still applies, so I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know. Old Greg is mostly green.
Just see. I'm not sure how I'm gonna attach this to my head right now.
Do you not have a hat?
I don't have a hat, but I think what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see how this goes.
You can borrow my hat if you'd like.
No, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna try to do something stupid here. I think that's gonna fit. I think that's gonna work. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to turn this TV off.
Oh yeah.
Here, I got it. I won't look. Okay. All right.
Oh, I can
You
put
ready?
mine in my hat. Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Oh yeah, yours does still work.
Yeah.
Get rid of this so I don't see the reflection. Okay.
All right.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
'Kay.
Are we doing you just go the entire time? I feel like we should try 1-on-1 asking questions.
What do you think, John? It's
I
probably,
think-
better to just keep going because
So
that way you don't
the
forget.
reason that I think it's better to just take your whole turn is that when you go back and forth, it's really hard for you to keep track of all of the clues that you already
That's fine.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
Did you see yours?
no, I didn't. I turned everything off. So you start.
Am I from a kids show?
Yeah.
Not an adult cartoon.
I would say like kids to like preteen, teen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Am I a superhero?
No.
Okay. I had to get that one out of the way.
Yeah.
What kind of superhero? No, I'm just kidding. Male.
Yes.
Ben 10.
No.
Okay. Cartoon Network related?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All one color. Cartoon Network. Is the color green?
No.
Blue.
No.
White.
No.
Red.
No.
Orange.
No.
Tan.
No.
What the purple?
No.
Red.
No.
I already said red.
I think you did.
I'll tell you, tan was the closest color you've said so far.
Tan was pretty close.
And like orange.
Animal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And to be fair, Miles, I think Jared specifically said that he never watched this.
Did you say okay.
When we did the heads up game last time, we talked about the logistics of one of the characters you were going to pick, and Jared had said that he didn't know it.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like you would know the character though.
It's not Pokemon really.
No.
Okay. Oh god, now it's gonna be a show I've never seen.
Keep going with the color.
So tan,
Not tan. That was like the closest guess.
brown.
No.
It's mostly one color.
He is all one color.
Orange.
No. There's another color you're not
One
saying.
color of the rainbow you're missing here, bud.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is all yellow.
He's all yellow, and it's not SpongeBob because this is Cartoon Network. He's all yellow. Pikachu.
No.
It's not Pokemon.
No.
It's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have powers?
Yes.
He does have powers, and he's yellow. Is this from Steven Universe or whatever?
No.
Okay. God, what other shows? Is this from Teen Titans?
No.
I'm trying to think of what other shows I never watched. What's the era for this?
I'll give you the exact answer. Late 2000s to like early 2010s, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been probably after my Cartoon Network watching.
I'll give you a slight hint. It is a show for kids, but it is beloved by many adults.
Yeah, so it was like
Mhm.
kid show, but yeah, a lot of teens and like adults still
Mhm.
love the show.
Okay. Is the show named after the character?
No.
So this isn't a main character.
He is a main character.
He is a main character.
He's just not a titular character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it premiered in 2010.
It premiered in 2010. Yeah, this was after my cartoon days. On Cartoon Network. And he has powers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a monkey?
No.
Is he a bear?
No.
not like a mouse or
No.
a rat.
No.
Still thinking Pikachu. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Think closer to home for animals.
Cat,
No.
dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a dog.
Oh, he's a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Jake?
Jake the dog. Yeah.
Nice.
Adventure
Cool.
Time. I figured you would know
Yeah.
who, like, he is very popular,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
even if you didn't watch the show. So,
Oh, wow.
why get a waxing strip when you can just
Did
get
it leave
some
a
duct
did it
tape?
leave a nice red mark on my forehead?
A little, but you look fine.
Nice square mark right in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a little bit.
You're generally pretty red.
Yeah, it blends. It blends well.
You blush a lot when you're around us.
All right, Miles, it's your turn.
Okay. So animated, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Nickelodeon,
No.
Cartoon Network.
No.
Oh God. Disney.
No.
Oh my God. Boomerang.
No.
Is this a show?
Yes.
It's a show. Animated show. Am I a human?
Yes.
Am I a male?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm all one color.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Well,
is this like
mostly. It was mostly one
You're
color.
mostly one.
Mostly one color.
John, would you agree that this character is mostly one color?
I would. The exact wording I would use is that this character is often presented as being all one color.
I don't think I can ever even think of a scenario where he wasn't presented in one color.
Here's the thing though, and I don't want to spoil it, but like Jake the dog is that color.
Right. Correct.
Whereas this character,
Right.
Hmm.
He's human.
he's human.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wears
So
all one color.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
he
I think
wears
is-
a-
which I think is
okay.
fine. Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
fine.
Man. Okay. Is this like a kid show?
No,
I would not say so.
No.
Yeah,
Not a
I
kid
would
show.
not say so.
Miles, don't even pay attention to the hesitation. This is not a kids show. It's
Okay.
not even close.
Okay.
I will say that lots of kids came
Children,
to me, though.
children watch the
they
show.
do watch the show,
sure.
but it's not made for
It's
children.
not made for kids.
Like, is this something you still watch to this day?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say so.
I would.
They have powers.
Well,
Oh
you with
God,
the
this is-
powers question though, Miles,
yeah.
always is always such a messed up one because
It's like a little. Okay.
I'm gonna say objectively no, he does not have powers.
Does he have something that gives him powers?
No.
He doesn't have powers in the same way that Jake the dog has powers that
Yeah.
are like measurable and like utilitarian.
Okay.
But in the show,
It's like a
He-
joke.
yeah, in the show, he famously does have powers. Like it's literally acknowledged in the show, but it's a literary device.
It's in like a joking way though. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't look at him and be like, yeah, he's got powers.
Okay. Was he like? Was there ever a movie about him?
Not specifically, but there are movies.
Just one.
Just one. I'll give you this one. There's also a video game.
A video game.
Several.
Not the main character though.
So is he in a universe like of other characters and shows? Okay.
Shows no. You like he's in this one universe with other characters.
Okay.
And he makes up. Well, no, I'm not going to give you that. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's too much.
So. Okay. So he's
You know, in a weird way, Jared, the movie is actually kind of about him.
Yeah. I don't think Miles would know.
Yeah, okay,
No.
fair enough.
Yeah.
so he is or isn't a superhero.
He's not.
He's not. Okay.
Most of the time.
You're really gonna send
I know,
this,
I'm
man.
sorry, but it's
I just I won't even focus on
the
that.
question
Just
is-
don't think about that question. Don't think about the superhero.
Okay, so it's an animated show.
You could ask what color he is.
Is he white?
Well, his skin is white.
Well,
His skin is white. Okay,
he's-
so he wears. Okay, so
Yeah.
he wears mostly one color.
Yeah. The one color that he mostly wears is not white.
Okay. Is it blue?
No.
Red?
No.
Yellow?
No.
Orange?
Yes.
He wears orange. What? Would I know for sure who this is? Is this another Scott Pilgrim thing?
No, it's not a Scott
Okay.
Pilgrim.
I hope you know who this is.
Yeah.
Okay, so animated wears orange.
And you're versed in adult cartoons, right?
I mean, yeah, but like,
You know
so
this.
is this Adult Swim?
No.
Is it? No.
Nope. Actually, fun
it's-
fact: this show has only ever appeared on one network.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
What other networks put out adult cartoons?
Uh,
Think cable. Don't think about streaming services.
cable. There. Okay, so Adult Swim. God, I can't think of
There's
another one
literally
right
like
now.
one other one.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Okay, well, ask more questions about this character.
Okay.
Maybe age.
Yeah, like he's an adult.
No, he's a kid.
He's a kid.
Mhm.
A kid. Okay. Is the show when did the show premiere? Or like what timeline?
90s, yeah.
99,
Oh,
something like
late
that.
90s.
Late
God.
90s.
But it
for sure.
still runs, and new episodes still come out to this day.
Where's Orange?
You got
As a
like
kid?
30 years worth of this show.
Oh my god. And it's an adult show?
Mm-hmm.
Kids watch it. I'm trying to think of shows I watched when I wasn't
They
supposed
do,
to be
but they
watching
probably
them.
shouldn't.
Yeah, the kids for sure should not be watching the show.
But they do.
Can you throw me a bone here? What's the other network? Because I can't think of
If we tell you the network,
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't help me at all.
wow.
Really?
No.
I feel like that would have been a dead giveaway.
I know.
Oh my god, I have no idea.
Think about adult cartoon shows.
Are there like other? Obviously, he's the main character.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the main
When you
characters.
One of
When
them.
you think of a show that's adult cartoons, what do you think it is?
Like adult I think of like Family Guy and like
Okay, so let's head down that path.
okay. Does he have like his family is a part of the cast or like other characters or
On and off.
on and off?
They're characters. They exist.
Yeah, they
have lines of
exist.
dialogue. Yeah.
Does he have like a best friend who comes around a lot or
Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah.
couple best
Few of 'em.
friends.
a couple best friends?
You might even say they're the main ensemble of the show. Him and his friends.
Do his friends wear orange as well?
Well, actually, okay, one of them does.
So are they like a team or like a squad or something?
They're not superheroes, Miles.
I know, but just like they're in some sort of organized thing. If they're
No.
okay,
Not like that. They're
Just
just,
a friend
they're just
group.
friends. They're just friends.
okay,
I will say they as friends often get into a lot of antics together.
That's the premise of the show.
so they're delinquents.
Yeah, I'd
they
say
like
so.
kind of okay.
Yeah, I would for sure say
Yeah.
so.
Oh my god, I have no idea. What
You're gonna kick yourself.
is he
No.
blonde?
He is.
He is, yeah, but you don't see his hair.
You never
don't
see his hair. You've only seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, they've only exposed it a couple of times. Why don't we go back to what show maybe he's on? Could head down that road.
I just have no idea.
I'll give
Is it
you a
is it
hint.
named after him? Is
No.
the show named after him?
Show
No.
is not
Okay.
named after him. It is named after where he lives.
Here's
Don't give any more hints, John.
You sure?
Yeah, don't give any more.
Okay.
It's named after where he lives.
Think about. Let's rattle off some names of shows.
Where he lives. This really like has a way of like making you dumb.
Just
you
start
can't think of
rattling on.
anything.
Forget about everything that you've heard. So up to this
So
point,
I'm
just-
like in the realm of like, I know it's not like American Dad, the Cleveland show, Cleveland Brown, Family Guy.
Anything not made by Seth MacFarlane? Mind?
Oh man,
keep it going though.
As a
You're on.
kid.
Let's keep going on that track.
Jesus.
Again, forget everything that you know about him. Let's just rattle off some
Like
names of
King
shows.
of the Hill. Oh God, I feel like I'm picturing him in my head, but does he have like a raspy voice?
I would not say that in the show he has much of a voice at all.
Is this Beavis and Butthead?
No.
He doesn't have much of a voice at all. What, dude? I have no idea.
Really? What other shows are on Comedy Central that are cartoons for adult?
I don't know.
It's probably the biggest one of them all, and pretty relevant in today's world. John, can you hit us with the puzzle when you get a chance, please?
Pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So like pop culture, like memes, like
Oh, yeah.
memes are made from this.
Oh yeah, big time.
This is so embarrassing. I can't like Comedy Central. Orange Kid. Kid wears orange. Doesn't have much of a voice at all. So is he mute, or he just like doesn't say a lot, or
his voice is obstructed by the clothes that he wears. I really don't know how else I can say that without.
so he wears a hat if you can't see his hair.
Let's call it a hood.
No, he doesn't wear a hat.
But something is on his head covering his hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And it's obstructed by his clothing, his voice.
It's just his mouth is covered up.
Oh my God.
Untraditional animation style, Miles. I'm sorry. Jared
Untraditional?
told me not to give you any more hints. but this is
John's
killing
dying
me.
over there.
This is killing me.
It's also
Untraditional.
killing me right now.
Well, that didn't help me at all. I guarantee you, I've never seen this show.
I guarantee
that you have. There's not any way that you don't know what this show is. Even if you
People
haven't
in-
seen it.
People of the Sentinelese Islands are aware of this show. Like it is that culturally important.
Oh my God, dude. I have no idea.
Miles, they love to shit on the world.
Is this a South Park thing?
Praise the
Okay.
Lord, we got him on the hook.
Okay, okay,
Now let's
okay.
reel him in, boys. Let's reel him in.
Is this like Cartman? I know.
It's
I
not
don't
Cartman.
watch South Park. I have no idea.
It's not Cartman.
When you think of South
Oh.
Park characters that don't speak, your first thought is Eric Cartman.
Well, I don't watch the show. I don't know. I know the character you're talking about. I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
Kyle?
No. Close.
Kyle.
2 out of 4.
The other one
Cartman,
is Stan.
Kyle. Stan.
Who gets killed?
Hmm.
Oh my God, you killed.
No. Oh, this is so bad.
Should we just end this?
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
it's
his-
Kenny.
Kenny, I wouldn't have gotten that. Yeah, I don't watch South Park. I always feel so left out whenever people are like, because there's a South Park episode for everything.
You know, I'm not even so much disappointed that like you didn't know Kenny, but just that you couldn't grasp South
South
Park.
Park,
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. We couldn't get to South Park. I think
What-
that's what got me.
What
the
did you
most.
say that got me there?
I don't know. What did I say, John? Do you remember?
I don't know. I tuned out after
It's brutal.
the only adult cartoons that Miles could name was Family Guy and American Dad. Honestly, the cultural ignorance between the two of you is truly baffling to me at times. I just don't understand how you two have both made it this far in life without having been aware of like cultural landmarks.
That's
Listen,
deductive reasoning.
You can't even put me in the same category though as Miles, though.
No, that's that was
it's
worse
not
than the
even
Scott
close.
Pilgrim. But like, no, me not knowing that is
yeah.
worse than you not knowing Scott
Yeah,
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. I still don't know who Scott Pilgrim is.
I don't watch the show. But every time like something ever happens in life,
like-
people are like,
like,
"Oh, that
oh my
reminds me.
God,
Have you
Kill
seen that South
Kenny."
Park episode?"
Maybe you should
Do
watch
girls
the show.
have balls? Huh?
I think you should watch the show. Honestly, I actually feel like that is a very important thing for you culturally.
Honestly, Miles,
That you
if
should
just-
watch.
If you sat down and just watched every episode of South Park, the amount of peripheral, like cultural,
You would probably win all
knowledge you
these
would get-
games
yeah,
actually
you would-
because
you
they
would
they're
learn
very
so
cultural.
much about
Yeah.
the world in the
Yeah.
last 30 years just from watching South Park.
I can't believe that's been airing for 30 years.
You know what? That's actually super true. Like South Park incorporates so many
Oh, I-
cultural
yeah.
references into everything that they do that actually might just do the trick.
Yeah, I mean, I know how like, because I see all this stuff about like when they include the president or like what they did one for Elon Musk or something or like I don't know, but
Probably like 100 of them. For,
Yeah.
Literally, the only reason I even know who Katie Couric is because of a South Park episode where they used her name as like a way to measure the weight of a shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I've never gotten into it, and it's like I have this weird thing where if I feel like I'm late to the party with something that is like beloved, then I'm like I
Dude,
can't
you know,
hop on
I
the
did the same.
bandwagon.
I did the same thing with Game of Thrones, where I was like, no, everybody is already watching it. Everyone keeps telling me to watch it. I'm not going to do it. And then one day I sat down and I watched it, and I was like,
yeah,
I am an idiot because
Yeah.
this is an amazing show.
yeah.
Miles, have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Of course I have, and I've
Okay.
seen Better Call Saul.
That's fine. That's like the one I always have to throw that in.
So good.
Well,
That
yeah, that's
was
like
so
peak
good.
television.
Breaking Bad
Oh,
is the
man.
one
Yeah.
show that I always tell people like you actually have to watch this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's the only one. There's so many
think-
like you have to watch this type things, but Breaking Bad is actually the only one
Yeah.
that you have to watch.
I think top 3 shows for me outside of South Park. I feel like you can't put South Park in like a favorite show because it is just kind of like culture.
Yeah,
It's got to be Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and Narcos.
and you tried getting me to watch Narcos too.
Dude, it's good. Have you seen Narcos, John?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's a great show.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like other peak like TV shows that everybody clamors over.
For me, it's Breaking Bad. Moral Oral is like an amazing show that people don't even know about.
I've never heard of that show.
I haven't heard of
and
it
then,
either.
Yeah, well, it's definitely worth watching. And then like the third one is usually like I don't know, whatever I'm really into. Like I know this is recent, but I actually think that Invincible is like
Invincible is so good.
Invincible
heard
is
that Invincible
peak,
is
dude. It is really good.
Yes,
Have you guys seen
Invincible's really good.
Ozark?
No,
Ozark.
but I know people. That's the one with Jason Bateman.
You know,
Or is
the,
that-
the thing is though, you spend the
Yeah.
whole show just being like super pissed off and like hating all the characters in the show, like all of them. But it like keeps you hooked the whole time.
Yeah, Vince Gilligan is such a good director.
Yeah, totally.
John, did you ever watch Pluribus?
Not
Or
yet.
did you watch Pluribus?
It is on my
Okay.
list though. I heard it's pretty good.
It is good. Yeah, it's. I don't want to say slow burn, but it is kind of like just
Well, that's
world
very Vince
building.
Gilligan. He is a
Yeah.
slow burn kind of story.
that was Better
That's
Call
why
Saul.
a lot of people won't watch Breaking Bad because it takes them too long
Oh.
to get into it. But honestly,
Oh.
it's so worth it.
Oh, those people are insane.
I know.
How long you're into it in the first episode?
Well, I don't know about first episode.
I
Maybe like
agree.
the
There's
first
definitely
couple.
a slow burn to Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
but like it's so worth it.
The drama in that show and the suspense is unmatched.
Yeah,
Better
it
Call
is.
Saul is a slow burn. That first season's
Better
like a
Call
little
Saul
hard
is-
to get
is
through, but
also
it is
slow.
so good.
But that's why you have to watch Breaking Bad first,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of get through, because you're like, as you're going through Better Call Saul, you're actually picking up like a lot of
Yeah.
backstory and things that are already going on, so you're already
Makes it more
invested
interesting.
in the universe, you know.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on from from
Yes.
TV shows.
We could talk about that all
Oh,
day
man.
long.
I know we could go on for forever about this, but let's talk about the WFA. So
Yeah.
WFA. Over the weekend I had the pleasure of broadcasting the Cali War versus Nevada Storm. That was a great game, super fun to watch. The Cali War defeated the Nevada Storm 37-21, and it was a high volume passing attack from both teams. I had a super fun time watching it. You know, you don't get to see a lot of the passing game in the WFA, but it's really starting to make its head known. You know, the Cali War, they have three really great receivers over there: Brianna Barrett, Megan Vale, and Alyssa Williams. They're all number one receivers on any team, honestly. And so super fun to watch them. Plus their quarterback. Oh man, I'm blanking on her name. Miles, you got that over there?
I'll pull it up for you.
Tanya Guzman. Her name is Tanya Guzman. And she just she's got a great arm, and yeah, so super fun to watch there. The Nevada Storm also showed off their passing attack, which was pretty cool. Jesse Felker and Gracie Bales had a really nice connection. And so, folks, we're actually going to show you one of the clips from this weekend. So, John, let's roll the clip.
Where are we at here? It looked like the 40-yard line, 35-yard line.
Yeah, we're actually going to be a little bit behind because we don't have it live here, but that's not the same clip. That's not the one that I was looking for.
Who doesn't love a good 5-yard rush?
Yeah, but you know what? That's okay. That's from later on in the game. I started it at 53:39. Yeah, right. There was two different. That's actually a different video than the one that I was looking for. So our stream cut out right in the middle. We lost internet because at that field there's just not great internet. And so I was actually looking for the first video. Yeah, there we go.
All right, just give us 14 minutes and then we can watch this.
It could have been effective if we are just a little bit
Yeah,
more
and so you're going to get to see
you know, the Storm's run game was also
what Nevada loves to
effective.
do is run this run-pass option. And you can, if you listen, you can actually hear me say, I'd like to see a little bit more Gracie Bales.
It's going to be Gearinger in at tailback, Felker in the shotgun.
So early on in the game.
Felker takes the snap, and she's going to take it herself.
And so Jesse Felker, I've spoken with her and coach a lot, and she has the option a lot of the time to make this decision right here. So she gets a great block.
Wide open.
Yeah. And then she gets Gracie Bales right over the top. She's got one man to beat, and you can see she makes a nice cut on the inside for the touchdown.
She cut up quick.
Yeah, she did. And we saw tons of that throughout the game. Just some really, really athletic receivers. Super fun game to watch. Lots and lots of scoring. Defense was, there were some really good defensive plays as well. Sacks here and there, and some passes batted down. But both of these teams really showed out on the passing side, which was super fun for me. So.
Yeah, what was the flag on the play?
I believe that it was a
Offsides or
no. I think it was a roughing the passer, or maybe a face mask or something like that. Something like that. But it was on the defense because that call stood. And so yeah, that was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that was a nice move too. That
was,
DB caught up so fast.
Oh yeah,
she was not even on the screen.
Quick. I'm not sure. Did you see what number that was? I could tell you who it was.
For the No, I didn't.
Yeah,
didn't see it.
I think it was either number 28 or number 16, so it's probably either Alyssa Williams or Brianna Barrett, either one. But super fun game to watch. But this upcoming week is going to be an even more fun game, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be tuning in on Saturday because the Cali War are going to be hosting the Salt Lake Wildcats. Both of these teams are top ranked right now. Cali's sitting at number 4 at 3-0, and Salt Lake is currently the number 1 ranked team in the country at 4-0. This is going to be a super fun game to watch. Again, I think that we're going to see a lot of the passing game coming through. Gates, the quarterback for Salt Lake, has a huge arm as well, and they've got great receivers over there. So I'm really, really excited, and I think that this game is going to decide who holds the number 1 in the power ranking. If Cali's able to defeat Salt Lake, I think that they shoot up 3 spots into that number 1 space. If Salt Lake is able to take down Cali, who is a top-ranked, long-time WFA juggernaut, I think that that's going to cement their space in that number 1 spot, and I don't know that anyone else can catch them for the rest of the season. So, but however,
Lake,
they do also, they're going to be playing Cali on the road too, so that's even bigger because then the next week, actually, Cali goes back to Salt Lake, and they play in Salt Lake.
Oh, so
they're going to be playing them back to
two
back.
games in a row. Wow.
I think if Salt Lake comes away with both of those, they're going to have the number 1 seed heading into the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out Salt Lake, man. Another WFA.
Yeah. Last week, too, just to give you guys a little bit more context around Salt Lake, last week they destroyed the WFA Pro team Mile High Blaze 78-14. So it's almost like these other teams aren't even in their league right now. It's been really, really impressive to watch.
Well, we got another game coming up in the Vixen and the Slam. They've already played each other this year, and the Vixen beat them, I believe it was 24-7.
And the St. Louis Slam are the reigning WFA champions.
Are they really? Wow. They're, from what I'm looking at, their offense, and like compared to the Vixen have played one more game than them. So Vixen are 4-0, the Slam are 2-1. But the Slam's offense this year isn't nearly like putting up the same numbers as teams like the Passion and the Divas, and like the Vixen are second in scoring overall. They're 4th in total team offense
behind Salt Lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think they've already lost to the Slam have already lost to the Vixen already this year. And just by looking at the offense, it's like there's no way they're going to beat them again. But let me see right here. And Vixen has a better defense too.
Yeah.
They're allowing less points. So I think they're going to move to 5-0. This is coming up this week. So yeah, that's a tough little hangover for the Slam then if they just won and then they're.
And that's a late game, I believe, too. I think they're playing at 7 o'clock Pacific time. No, it would be Eastern time.
Because they're playing in,
I think 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 o'clock Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to catch those, check them out. They're going to be on the WFA's YouTube page. You can also check it out on Fan Club. Not this upcoming Saturday, but the following Saturday, the Storm are going to be playing the Mile High Blaze at home. So I'll be broadcasting that one as well. Same thing. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Fan Club. And that game's going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So.
Yeah, and then we also got the Cougars and the Divas. The Divas are 2-1, and then the Cougars. Let's see what they got here. They are 2-2. They have not played each other yet this year, from what I've seen. But they're both kind of in the same realm of middle of the pack in terms of scoring. Same thing with defense. They're both in the middle of the pack. So I think this will be a close game for sure.
Yeah, and I think the Divas are going to be eager to come back from that loss against Pittsburgh. They're going to be looking to get the win, try to get their ranking up a little bit more. They had a tough loss against Pittsburgh where Pittsburgh walked them off on the field goal. We talked about that last week. So,
But the one big dividing factor is the Divas pass the ball way more at a higher clip.
They've got one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, and the Cougars are in the bottom 3 in terms of team passing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Divas are also the most penalized team in the league.
Oh, really?
So if they are not
through 3
shooting
games,
yeah,
what's their
they have 26 total.
Holy cow!
So they're averaging over 8.5 per game. That totaled out to 185 penalty yards. So if they can just avoid shooting themselves in the foot, they definitely have a good chance. But Cincinnati, they're pretty disciplined too with the penalties. They only have 12 through 4 games, so they're averaging 3 per game. If it's going to be a disciplined game, I think it'll be close for sure.
Yeah.
But the Cincinnati's going to have to really lock down on defense because they're in the middle of the pack too for team defense. If they can just keep the ball out of the air.
Well, I'm definitely going to be paying attention to that game, and all these games across the WFA come Saturday. I think that the Divas kind of have that one locked down though against Cincinnati.
Okay.
Moving on though, are you finished up?
Oh, I'm good.
Sweet. Yeah,
we're all good.
We're gonna go to our very last segment. We haven't done this one in a long time. It's start, bench, cut, and we are back. We're doing fast food.
Yes,
We were actually sitting here having a discussion about a heated argument. Actually, is what I would say.
Yeah, we were
fast
getting
food
into
right
it.
before we went live, and yeah, we were really getting into it, which I think is hilarious because it was just like the dumbest conversation ever. And we were like, okay, so what should we do for our last one?
Yeah.
And we're like, well, there's always this.
No, we just do this on the pod. Yeah. So, and I have 2 of them. John,
You have 2?
I have 2
I
for
only
you.
did 1.
I know, but another one. I was very locked in on this.
Okay,
So
why don't you start us off then?
okay, so Jared, start, bench, cut, Carl's Jr. / Hardee's, KFC, and Sonic.
Ooh, I like all of those actually.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a chicken guy. I'm a chicken guy.
I like some chicken.
Mhm.
Yeah, but KFC wouldn't be the first place I go to.
I actually, Carl's Jr. makes me feel bad. It makes me feel real bad, but it is delicious. But they just use so much grease. So they
got the
there was
charboil.
There was Carl's Jr., KFC, and what was the third one?
Sonic.
Sonic. Ooh, Sonic has such good drinks though too.
They do.
Mhm.
And I've heard their smash burger is pretty decent.
I think because of the variety that you can get at Carl's Jr., I think I gotta cut KFC, which is kind of a bummer because I like the mashed potatoes over there.
Mhm.
Mac and cheese is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But also like I'm gonna pick Popeyes over.
That's
KFC
what I'm
every
saying. Like if
time.
I'm going, if
So
I'm
gonna
getting
cut it.
chicken, I'm going to Popeyes or
Yeah.
like I'm going to Cane's or something. So
I think that leaves. Let's see. Sonic's food honestly is like pretty mid.
it is mid.
But the drinks are good, so I'm gonna bench them.
Okay.
Um,
Start Carl's Jr.
And I think we're gonna start Carl's Jr. Yeah,
I have not had Carl's Jr. in so long.
dude, the variety that they have there is crazy, and their breakfast is really good. Actually.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
their breakfast a lot.
Interesting.
John, any thoughts on that?
I'm trying to think of a third one.
No, I was stretching, but I will say, Jared, that was objectively the right answer.
Yeah, it is.
Carl's Jr. in the start, you got to have Sonic because between the two of those, you kind of cover everything that you
Yeah.
could need. And
Yeah.
KFC is good, but it's just chicken.
Yeah, it is just chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right, you ready, Miles?
Yeah.
Okay, starting off, we got Arby's, which was part of our conversation.
was part of the
our
conversation,
argument
yeah.
from earlier, by the
Yeah.
way. Long John Silver's and
Okay.
Wiener Schnitzel.
I was thinking about Wiener Schnitzel.
Mhm.
I'm cutting.
Personally, I like Wiener Schnitzel.
I'm cutting Long John Silver's.
Yeah, easy.
I am benching Arby's and I'm starting Wiener Schnitzel.
That was quick. You were quick with that.
I have not been to a Wiener Schnitzel in a long time.
And you're gonna start.
But-
Did you say you're gonna start them? Or you're gonna bench?
I'm gonna start them.
You're gonna start
Yeah.
'em?
So
Yeah, they're good, dude.
Arby's
the
is
corn
benched, yeah.
dogs. Corn dogs are good there. I like
Chili dog.
Arby's though, man. You get a beef and cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
don't
got
know,
the
man.
onion
Something about
bun.
those like $1.99 chili dogs from Wiener Schnitzel, it just hits different.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm. And we discussed this, like you're gonna have a special relationship with the toilet, no matter which one.
Oh
it is
yeah.
you
So
go
like
to,
no
so-
shame in what you pick then.
Right.
Okay, and this was my extra one.
Well, you know what? Okay, yeah. You know, what, go ahead because I actually have one that I'm gonna bring up.
Okay. So Del Taco,
I almost threw Del Taco in there for you.
Qdoba,
Okay.
Chipotle.
Okay. Well, right out the gate, I'm cutting Del Taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, too easy.
Why would you go to Del Taco when you can go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, or like, why would you pick that over like more premium food,
Yeah.
which would be Qdoba or Chipotle?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna bench Chipotle. And I'm gonna start Qdoba. Dude, that's my jam right there.
Okay.
They've got this the tortilla soup,
Mm-hmm.
the loaded tortilla soup, and that shit is baller. It is so good. I just
Do they make
throw
good
so much stuff
burritos?
in there. Their burritos are good. I think their steak is better too,
Okay.
but that's if you order steak.
Yeah.
If you order asada,
Yeah.
you're going to get something different at Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Oh,
you
yeah.
order steak, you're going to get one thing. If you order asada, you're going to get something completely different
Yeah.
at Chipotle. So, and the asada there's pretty good. John,
so-
it looks like you got something for us.
John?
I mean, I've got one more I can give you, Miles, since Jared didn't come prepared for.
Oh,
the-
I
Well,
actually
yeah.
do. I actually
Give me the
do
one
have
you thought of.
something.
Okay.
Because I want to go back to and reference our discussion from earlier.
Okay.
So we started off by talking about Burger King.
Yeah.
And you said that you didn't like what you had at Burger King, and right? Is that's what you said?
I said that I haven't been there in so long, and when I got to Vegas yesterday, I was starving, and that was the
Right.
first thing I saw. I got a Whopper. They're just like Whopper fries and a drink, and I was very underwhelmed.
Well, and I said that Burger King is like one of the worst fast food places I think out there. And John chimed in and mentioned McDonald's. He's like, "How can you even say that when McDonald's exists?" And I was like, "Dude, McDonald's is light years above
McDonald's
King.
is like the
and like
classic.
you got to think about the nuggets.
Mhm.
Like if you put McDonald's nuggets in front of me and Burger King's nuggets in front of me, you're talking about like basically a piece of paper compared to at least
a piece of rubber.
at least 5 pieces of paper, you know, like
Yeah,
at
okay,
least
hashtag
they got
analysis.
some
Look,
at least
yeah.
they got some thickness
You're
to
just
them,
gonna
you
sit
know?
there and compare the nuggets. That's fine, but I would
that was
challenge.
just
I
an
would challenge
example. This
is the
anybody
heated
to
argument we
go
were
get a
talking about.
burger from Burger King and hold it up next to any other burger from McDonald's and tell me that the Burger King burger doesn't look like it's a better quality everything.
Looks like.
Yeah, looks
tastes
looks
like.
can be
Tastes like.
looks can be deceiving,
Yeah.
John. Looks can be deceiving.
No, I will say, like, the Burger King burger is refreshing compared to McDonald's because they actually give you the condiments. Like, good pickles, good lettuce. The onions were good. I don't really like the slivered
Well, and
onions
you know,
McDonald's has.
What I
but-
will say is that at least Burger King's CEO will eat their own burger.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
The same cannot be said for McDonald's.
Dude, a Burger King burger is not that bad. Everybody always thinks that it's like the worst thing ever.
It's not that good either.
It's still better than McDonald's.
Big Mac's kind of good, though. I like a Big Mac.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. And then,
I'd rather have a
and then
Big
we
Mac
threw
than a
Arby's
Whopper.
into the mix,
Yeah.
and because I said that Burger King is one of the worst, and then I think it was you, Miles, that you were like, well, what about Arby's? Arby's
Yeah.
is way down there, and I was like, I kind of like Arby's because I like the cheese, the beef and cheddar.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like I told you, if I want a sandwich, I'd rather just go to like Subway or Porta Subs or like Jersey Mike's.
I think that's fair. I think
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy John's also exists.
I like Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is very good.
Yeah,
These aren't fast food restaurants, so guys. I mean, like
Jimmy John's is fast.
it was
I would,
no,
I would
it's
say I would
food.
say the
no,
sandwich.
no,
is
no,
fast.
no, no.
Their whole premise is that they are fast.
I
I
let
would
the
say-
I let the Qdoba and Chipotle inclusion slide, but don't even. We're not gonna broaden the
Subway
horizon
is
of
also
what
fast
defines.
food.
If your establishment does not have a drive-through, it is not fast food.
So would you say you wouldn't say Five Guys is fast food?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
So are you saying that everything with a drive-through is fast food? Because
No.
Chipotle does have a
No, I would not
that
say that.
Chipotle
do
does
have
have
a
a
drive-thru.
drive-through.
I would not say that, Jared, because I already knew that you were gonna bring some
But
stupid
you're
ass shit up
saying,
like that.
you're saying this
It-
on the
look,
premise
some.
of
Let me finish.
that they have
Let
to
me finish.
have a
Can I finish? Some Chipotles
Uh.
have a drive-through and some do not. Every Taco Bell has a drive-through. Every Burger King has a drive-through. Every In-N-Out has a drive-through.
And every sandwich that you get from Jimmy John's is fast.
Yeah, that's true.
A drive-through has to be built into your franchise's identity in order to be considered fast food, in my opinion. Because otherwise, it's too subjective. Because then you can say the bullshit like that.
Are you saying that Wingstop is not fast food?
I am 100% saying Wingstop is not fast food.
I don't know. I just don't agree with you on that. I just do not agree with you on that at all.
Somebody in our chat, Casey Hargrove, agrees that I am the only correct one here.
That's Miles's lady.
Well, then Miles must agree with me.
That's absolutely not.
I
Don't fold to the pressure, Miles. Don't fold.
No,
don't fold to this
I
pressure.
think you can be fast food without a drive-through. I think you can be fast
I think
food
you can be
without a
fast food
drive-through.
without a drive-through. Yeah, I agree.
That is crazy. Then anything can be fast food. It's too subjective. In
No.
this world, it's not fair for you to put something like Arby's on the same level as Jimmy John's. Just because you think Jimmy John's is fast, it's a different quality. The ingredients are a different quality. Their mission statement is not to get the order to you as fast as possible. That's the whole point of a drive-through. That's what makes it fast food.
That actually is kind of their mission. If we're still talking about Jimmy John's, that actually is like built into their freaking slogan. They actually promote that on every single commercial, that it's fast and friendly service.
I would say another barometer for fast food restaurants is ordering at the counter. If you're ordering at the counter, it's like you wouldn't say Chili's is fast food because you're getting served.
Literally gonna say
It's a
Chili's.
sit-down
Yes,
restaurant.
I agree.
You're getting served. But if I'm
Yes.
going to,
That's not to say that you can't be served at a fast food
No,
restaurant.
if
yeah,
you-
can be.
but you're
you
going up and
have-
ordering at the
If you
counter.
have to get out of your car to get the food, it's not fast food.
Oh, well, I guess McDonald's, if you go inside, you didn't eat fast
No, no,
food.
no, no,
then,
no.
You had
because they
gourmet.
have a counter there.
What I said is
based on the logic that John just put out.
okay,
I
you want
guess
to talk
we're
about my
not-
logic? My logic literally was if you have to get out of the car. If you have to, not if you choose to. If you have to.
No, no.
It's fine. You guys are allowed to be wrong, but
You're
anybody watching
also
and
allowed
listening
to be
is going
wrong.
to know that I'm speaking the fucking
So
truth.
that brings us back to Chipotle.
Chipotle is not fast food.
You don't have to get out of your car.
It every time.
It has a drive-through though.
Some of them have drive-throughs, some of them don't.
So, John, you're wrong, bro.
Yeah,
I just
dude,
I don't
okay,
think
okay,
I'm
here,
really
how
not
about this?
wrong.
How about this, John? How about this? Pizza Hut is part of the exact same conglomerate that does Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Is Pizza Hut not fast food?
You think you got me, but your argument doesn't even address anything that I've said. And you know what, Jared? For the record, Pizza Hut started off as a sit-down restaurant.
So did McDonald's.
Yeah,
Okay, wait, hold on,
horrible
hold on.
logic.
Hold on.
Horrible logic.
Okay, if we're bringing that into it, Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is fast food.
Yeah.
It's
But you have
not.
to go inside.
You have to go inside and you can't sit down.
Little Caesars is not fast
It's
food.
literally called
Hot and
and
ready.
ready.
They don't do hot and ready anymore. They don't do it anymore. It's not a real thing. You can't. Jared, I will give you 90 days. In any one of those days, walk into a Little Caesars and get a pizza right away. I guarantee you it won't happen. They don't do hot and readies anymore. It's not a thing. It's not fast food.
I bet I could walk in there and get breadsticks.
I don't think you can.
I bet I could walk
bet
in.
you cannot.
I bet your ass I could walk in there and get crazy bread like nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're bringing time into this.
No.
Chick-fil-A has
You're
long
bring-
drive-through
You
lines.
guys are
That's not
bringing
fast
time
food.
into this.
Ooh,
My
that's
position
true.
has never
Okay.
changed.
Hey, John, is In-N-Out fast food?
Absolutely.
Why? It takes you an hour to get through the line. That's not fast.
Yeah.
Because it's got a drive-through.
Okay.
You guys are way too hooked on the
You know what else has a
semantics.
drive-through? The Chase Bank.
You guys
over
are
there.
way too hooked-
Is Chase
You're
Bank.
way too hooked on the
is Chase Bank
semantics
fast
of the
food?
word fast and not the actual identity of the term fast food.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
my
let's,
God.
let's move on from this real quick. John, did you have one more that you? Did you have another start bench cup for us that you were thinking of?
Oh my God.
Fast food is a mass-produced cuisine designed for rapid preparation, commercial resale, and customer convenience. It is characterized by preheated or pre-cooked ingredients, standardized menus, and service via takeout, drive-through, and counter ordering.
Was that an or? Was there an or in there? Did you skip over the or and put an and in instead?
rather than table service?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like, if you're not getting served,
Right.
you go order at the counter, you
Right.
can take out, then that's fast food.
Yes.
Drive-through, yeah, obviously that makes it more fast food, but
Yes, but it's not exclusive to drive-through.
yeah.
That's your interpretation. I could walk into Wingstop. That's fast food because they're
Take this conversation, this debate to both of your respective workplaces. Come back to me next week and let me know what the consensus is.
okay. Give
Because
us
to be honest with you guys, I don't respect the opinion of people that don't know what South Park or Scott Pilgrim is. You guys are not tapped into the cultural hive mind. You don't know things that are going on outside of those chairs. Okay? You don't have the authority
Mm-hmm.
to offer. You don't have the authority to offer any legitimate discourse on what determines fast food and what's not fast food.
Is there a fourth one?
Can you give us your start bench cup, please?
Casey wants to offer up fast casual as the tier up from fast food. I think that's valid. So like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, that's fast food. Fast casual, Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Subway, Port of Subs, Qdoba, that's fast casual.
No, that's just all under the fast umbrella.
Oh
that's
my
under
God.
the fast umbrella, and it's food.
Right.
That's fast food.
I mean, you two are the most uncultured people I've ever met in my
That's the
life.
fourth one. Yeah, that's the fourth one. There we go. I was waiting for it.
Oh man.
Um,
are you gonna
yeah,
give us
do you
your-
have one
your
for us?
freaking start bench cut or what?
I don't even remember what it was.
Okay.
It's because it was fast casual dining. That's why.
No,
It
because
was-
I abide by the rules of society, okay?
Because we disproved his point already, and he
I
knows
think-
that
no,
if
you
he
didn't.
says it, we're gonna expose him.
Yeah.
Bro thinks that him saying the same thing incorrectly over and over again is disproving a point. You have not offered any contrary logic that. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Look.
Okay.
The audience is with me. I already know. You guys are definitely in the minority on this one. I'll accept that I'm generally wrong or at least massively disagreed with about the definition of a sandwich.
Oh,
I've been
God,
down
here we
that
go.
road a lot of times, and you know what? I'm willing
we
to
start-
accept
should we
that
start
because
that
that is
discussion?
subjective.
Should we have
This is
that
not a
discussion?
subjective conversation.
Because we are objectively right.
Objectively
Right.
wrong, I think is what you meant to say.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
job, Miles.
So what's a sandwich?
I would say.
Oh, dude, come on,
is,
bro.
is a hot dog a taco or is it a sandwich?
I think a hot dog is its own entity.
No, I think a hot dog's a taco. The bread connects at
No.
the bottom, which makes it a taco.
So then Jimmy John's would be a taco. Because they don't slice their bread.
Dang, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I actually think you got me there.
It's a hot dog
So
is
then
neither a
ta-
taco
so
or a
then-
sandwich.
Okay, let's flip it. Is a taco a sandwich?
No,
A taco's not a sandwich?
no,
What is it?
it's a taco.
It's just its own thing.
I do agree with like the oh my god, this is like it being connected. Yeah, like that matters. But then,
That makes a difference.
but that doesn't make a hot dog a taco because that's bread.
So then is a taco a pita? Or is a pita a taco?
A hot dog is closer to a pita than it is a taco.
You think so?
Yes, because of the bread.
Hmm.
Which is why I would say a hot dog would be closer to a sandwich because of the bread, but it's not a sandwich.
You guys, this isn't gonna go anywhere. I promise. I've been having this debate my whole life.
Well, John, what's your opinion? Because I'm curious.
My opinion?
Yeah.
Should we start screaming again?
Yeah.
I don't think that a hot dog is a sandwich.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because I think that the logic that the people use to get there is inherently flawed.
What is a hot dog then? Is it
a
just
hot dog.
Is it just its own thing?
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
its
don't-
own
So
thing.
you don't think it's a pita? I think it's like a,
No, I think a pita is a
like a
pita.
gyro.
I think a
A euro?
euro is a
A
euro.
euro.
Well, for starters, a pita is, a pita is a type of bread. So, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
we can toss
Okay.
that one out.
All right. Yeah.
But I think the logic that makes people arrive at that point is that anything between two pieces of bread is a sandwich, and I just don't think that's true.
Is cereal soup?
All right. I think we're done here.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been a long episode.
Leave your opinions in the comments.
Yeah, honestly,
YouTube, like
yeah,
on
let
the
us know what you
socials.
think.
If, with fast food, what makes fast food fast food?
right.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
What
I,
constitutes as fast food?
I hope to see a wave of vindication for yours truly
I-
coming in.
Honestly, John, I don't know if you're right or if you're wrong, but I love rage baiting.
Oh,
you.
yeah,
I
that
think-
was-
I think that
yeah.
more than anything is what is bringing me happiness. So, folks, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and don't forget today's episode was brought to you by Disney Channel. We'll see you next week.